Hello everybody and welcome to TradeStation's Market Review. My name's Simon Clarke from Trade with Precision, and I'll be discussing some of the key markets of interest right now. Now, the first market I want to take a look at here is the mini Dow future. Last week we were looking at the mini Dow, particularly that the higher time frames, the daily and the weekly chart here, had now turned into uptrends with the market breaking the previous lower high. Since then, the market's continued in the uptrend, and we continue to have bullish momentum. We've also had, as long as this uptrend has been continuing, we've also had continued convergence on the indicators too. So this is a technique that we use the MACD and the RSI for, to read the underlying strength of momentum within the trend. So we've got agreement there at the moment, and the uptrend has been continuing last week, and we're fairly close to the sort of next support and resistance structure that we could see here in price. So this is around the 17,200, and above that we saw 17,400. So we're about 100 points away from that at this moment in time. So for me, I'm quite happy trading this market on intraday time frames up towards sort of 17.2 and then 17.4, but I want to see how price reacts once it gets up towards these previous support levels, which potentially could become resistance. So for me, intraday opportunities long, looking at how price is going to be reacting around those sort of levels, but certainly at this moment in time the higher time frames certainly look extremely bullish. If we come down to take a look at platinum now, we spoke about platinum last week, and I was looking for potential sort of pullbacks towards the 1000 level. Now since then, if I sort of mark in where that 1000 level there is on the daily, we can see, so it's about here, we can see that the market's now pushed right through that sort of 1000 level. So let's just take a look at the analysis here and start to see what else we can see. If we look at the monthly chart, we're looking for a bit of a pullback towards this level. It was just a big psychological number, which price often tends to react around psychological numbers, but at the same time the market was overextended from the moving averages. Now we've had that pullback now, so here on platinum the market's not too overextended on the monthly chart. We have got a nice confirmed downtrend there on the monthly though. If we come to the weekly, we can see on the weekly again we've got a very nice behaved downtrend here on the weekly chart. We see our level there at that 1000 level happened to be right in between the 10 and the 20 period moving average. Now this week so far, I mean, we've only one day into it, but we started to get some bearish action. We're just sitting on top of that 1000 level, but more importantly the previous lower high, which is this candle here, the previous lower high in the market is around 1.039, so it's only a few points, it's not very far above current price action. So if this high or this lower high here gets taken out, well of course this downtrend is this market is no longer in a downtrend here on the weekly chart. So that's sort of quite a significant sort of area. There's no doubt about it, here on the daily chart the market does look rather strong. So what I'm going to do is come down to lower time frames to start to see, if we can see any potential weakness creeping into this market. So I've come to the 4-hour chart here. I've got my 1000 level marked in there, and here on the 4-hour we can see that the 1000 level has been pretty much good support and resistance in the market. So the market sort of tested around this level many times before. In fact, we've got since the market's broken through the 1000 level, we've also had divergence on our indicators too. So just indicating that there is sort of potentially weaker momentum coming into the trend here since the market's sort of broken through this 1000 level. We've also got a level, you can see I've marked in a level just above price action, so this is around the 1027 area, where the market clusters with the previous high, or the current high I should say, of this upward move, but also this level has been tested a few times in the past. You can see this has been resistance many times in the past. So we've got a market with a resistance level above current price action. We've got divergence coming into the lower time frames and the higher time frames in downtrends. So I've got a couple of levels there, this sort of 1027 and the 1000 level, which are key market structures for me here on platinum. So if we get a break underneath the 1000 level, then I'm going to look for opportunities short to look for trading in the direction of those higher time frame trends and looking for a continuation of the downtrend. If we get a break above the 1027 level, then that's just going to indicate that there is quite a bit of strength left in this market, and my bias will change towards the long side, looking for opportunities long. Now, as currency markets, one of the markets that I quite like the look of here is the Great British Pound against the Japanese yen. So let me just show you what I'm looking at here. On this market, on the monthly chart, the market's in an uptrend. Got some bullish action this month here, nice bullish candle in the moving average buy zone here, in between the 10 and the 20 period moving average. And this trend has been, well, it's been consistent for quite some time. Every time the market comes back into the moving averages, the momentum continues and the market makes a new high. So we're right back into that area, that decision point at this moment in time. If we come to the weekly chart, we can see from the weekly chart that the market's had this move down towards 180. We've had a low. The market's also made a slightly higher low here and now started to move up again. There's certainly, if we start to look around this area, there's bit of previous support and resistance. It's not particularly sort of significant on this time frame, but there's certainly some support and resistance around here. If we come to the daily chart though, we can see here on the daily chart that if I mark that level in there again, we've had our low, we've had our higher low. We started to get some resistance forming here around 185. Now 185 has been a key level on this market. You can see how many times this has been very precisely tested before, starting to come up to this level. And you know, if we look at the context of this trend, we've had a higher low, a lower high, higher low. We're just sort of forming back up again. So again, a break above this level, we're going to have a higher high, we're going to have uptrends formed here on the daily chart. We've got agreement on our indicators with the direction of the trend at this moment in time. So again, starting to come down to the lower time frames, again I'm starting to look for opportunities if the market breaks above. I mean, I've marked it in as the level I've been talking about is 185, but in actual fact, you know, on these lower time frames you can just sort of knock it down just underneath 185, so it's about 184 sort of 77, 184 sort of 80, clustering with these sort of previous highs in the market. But certainly on these lower time frames we're in uptrends already. Moving averages are in the right order, and I'm looking for opportunities above this sort of level here that's been previous support and resistance long on these markets. Okay, so let me just tell you about the next webinar that we're running here at TradeStation International. If you come across to the TradeStation International website, come across to the webinars tab and then live webinars, you'll be able to register for the next webinar that we have running. This happens to be on Wednesday. This is the today's top charts, the futures markets. This is a live market analysis webinar where we're going to be taking a look at the live futures markets and taking a look at the interesting price action and the interesting market structures on some of those markets through this event. It's free of charge to register. All you need to do is to come here to the TradeStation International website. You can then fill in your details here and register to join this session. So we look forward to speaking to you on this session on Wednesday, and hope you found it useful, and I look forward to speaking to you next time. Okay, thank you very much, and bye for now.